This is Swiss and Chips, your British guide to Switzerland.
Hello and welcome to Swiss and Chips. My name is Simon.
And I'm Jo.
And today we start right away because it's a very exciting topic, which is...
We are going to be talking about the 100-year-old Swiss tradition that you've never heard of.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know about it until a week ago.
Wow.
Yep.
Right. But before we start, we also have some listener feedback again. And then today, no Swiss bite. We just couldn't find one. Oh. If you have a good Swiss bite, send it to us.
Yes, exactly. But we've got so many other things to talk about.
We've got other things to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have learning Swiss and chips. And
Learning Swiss German?
Yes. No, learning Swiss and chips is like learning how to eat.
Yeah, as a Swiss.
Yes.
Chips.
Let's start with the listener feedback.
Yes, fantastic. We had so many exciting messages, and the first one we're going to talk about came from Josh. Thank you so much for writing to us, Josh. He said, thanks for your posts about Swiss citizenship, that's difficult to say, which are very entertaining and informative. Thank you very much.
It's a series where you became Swiss, and we made a few episodes about it. We'll link to it in our show notes in case you're interested.
Yeah, exactly. That was an amazing journey. So he is just starting the simplified naturalization process. Congratulations. He married a Swiss in New York and he's Australian-American. He spent a lot of time in Switzerland over the years, Christmas, various holidays, embracing the culture, hiking and the food, but he hasn't learnt Swiss German or German because the family can speak English and especially the younger ones. I see where this is going. He also spent a little bit of time in France some years ago, so he's got some French skills. He's kind of wondering, I think, what's it going to be like in the interview? Which language is he going to have to speak? Because when you're doing potentially your interview abroad, how do you know which language you're going to speak? That's a really good question. I know someone who's done that, actually. We should ask them. Other than that, he said, I think Switzerland will welcome me, but I'm pretty nervous about the process. Oh, such a nice message. I think Switzerland will welcome you as well.
Well, we certainly will.
Yeah, we will.
Two Swiss will.
I know some others who will too.
Yeah, I thought this a very interesting message because of several reasons. One, first of all, thank you very much for telling us about you and be very personal about it. It's always nice to hear. I also think for our listeners to hear a little bit that other people are at the same place. And he wrote as well, I have not learned Swiss German or German as the family can speak English, especially the younger ones.
Yep.
I thought it's an interesting topic. I think we talked about this several times in the past, but it is very difficult to learn Swiss German.
Especially if you're in his situation, which is it's not your direct family who is Swiss, so you haven't been exposed to it growing up, the language, I mean.
Yeah.
And you're living with a partner who maybe is not going to speak to you in their Swiss language if you're living in a country where the language is something else. So how do you learn the language? That's pretty difficult.
Yes, and it's also Swiss people enjoy talking in English.
They do. That's a very true statement.
And
most of them. Not all of them. Some hate it. Some, but a lot of people, I'd say overall my experience was they love it.
Yeah, and then it's hard, when someone comes and tries to speak in Swiss German and you talk back in English or in High German, and then you're just not exposed enough, I think. 15
years here, I'm a fluent German speaker, High German. I can say that, it's official. And people are still talking to me in English all the time.
Yeah, it's true.
It's difficult. It also needs a lot of personal courage, I think, to try and put yourself out there when you think that you sound kind of
the thing is
not good enough.
Me as a Swiss, I'm obviously only one opinion, but I really like when people try. It's nice,
This is something I actually wanted to talk about in one of our episodes, but I guess we won't do it today because we've got other things to talk about. But this whole thing about when your language is good enough, and what does that even mean? Because that's been on my mind a lot recently.
Yeah, and I think to come back to this, I think it's really nice when people try, but also I always feel from me, it's nice if I make one step as well and then I talk in English or High German or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And only since I knew you said, it would be nice if people would speak sometimes in Swiss German, otherwise I will never learn.
Mm-hmm.
But your opposite, they probably think they do you a favor in not speaking Swiss German.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Sure is.
But yes, we will welcome you, and we will also say again, thank you very much for your message.
Indeed.
We had another nice message from Jamie.
Yes, and he said he recently started listening to our brilliant, that's a quote, podcast about Switzerland. Thank you, Jamie. In 2019, he came to Zurich, and he's been a big fan of the country ever since. That's super nice. And shall I say the next point?
Sure.
One of his biggest obsessions is funiculars, which seem to be spread across Switzerland. You're right, Jamie. You've spotted something there. So far, he's enjoyed the steepest one in Europe, the Stoßbahn.
It's very famous on TikTok and stuff.
It is super famous. It looks kind of scary. I wonder how it was, Jamie. And the one next to Lake Geneva at Terete? I don't know that one or that place.
I'm just not saying it because I don't know.
Thanks a lot. Yeah, my French is definitely not good. I don't know that one next to Lake Geneva.
Well, your French is good, but not the official language.
Oh, ha, ha, ha. Funny. Anyway, there are loads of funiculars in
Is
Switzerland.
it
That's
funny
that
or
he's picked
is
up on
it
that.
brilliant?
Just medium funny.
Go ahead.
So yeah, well done on the podcast, he says. And he would love to know our favourite funiculars. Do you have one?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Because I thought you weren't that into funiculars.
Well, they are cute, aren't they?
They are cute.
I wouldn't say, I'm wouldn't go to a funicular conference of, a meetup.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. But when he asked, I thought, yeah, I really like the Marzili-Bandli. It's a cute one.
It is cute.
It is in the middle of Bern, goes from the lower bit to the upper bit.
From the river level up to where the Federal Palace is, basically.
Yes, and it's super short, super cute. And it also turns out to be the shortest one in Switzerland and
No
the
way.
second shortest one in Europe.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
There I was riding that little funny train going up the hill and not even knowing it was basically record breaking.
Exactly. And I also, when I read this, I thought it might also be, I didn't check or anything, it might also be the most expensive one per meter.
Yeah, that's true. But it's included if you've got a day pass.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and the second one I mentioned to him and said in case he doesn't know it, is the Niesenbahn.
Ooh.
It's really also spectacular. When you go to the top, you have a very nice views above the lakes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the longest stairs in the world.
It has the longest staircase in the world.
Yes. So another record-breaking thing.
Fact. Yeah, the Niesenbahn is really cool. Top tip from me, check the weather at the top before you go. I've only been up there on a cloudy day, which was quite rubbish.
So how was the view then?
Sort of like being in a
White.
cloud. I learned a hard lesson.
No, it's the longest staircase in the world, and it's closed. So you can never go except one day per year where it's a race.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
people run up there. So it's quite interesting. I'm sure there are many as good ones, but that's the ones from the Bernese region. So that's obviously the ones that I know best.
Mm-hmm. There's also a cute little funicular in Zurich. I don't know if you went to that one when you were there, Jamie. It goes up to
That hotel.
the Dolder.
Yeah.
It's called the Dolder Barn.
Mm.
That's nice as well.
Yeah.
So many.
And there are famous and nice ones also in Ticino and so on, but I'm sure
That's true.
you know all of them. Good. So let's move on to the topic of the day.
All right. So we're fast approaching the 1st of August, which, as you all know, I'm sure, is Swiss National Day. If you didn't, you do now know. And a couple of weeks ago, I was at the post office sending a package, as you do. And there were these little badges on a kind of stand-up piece of cardboard next to the counter. And it was like a red little circle with a Swiss cross on it, the year. At the top, it says Pro Patria, and it's kind of attached to this little piece of cloth of the Edelweiss print. You know, this traditional blue shirt that people are wearing in Switzerland sometimes.
Yes, we will take a photo and put it in our...
Take a photo, exactly. And I was like, that's interesting and unusual. So I said to the guy behind the counter, what's this thing? And showed him, the cardboard piece. This particular guy at the post office, I think he thinks I'm a bit weird. But anyway, I asked him any questions. And he said, well, it's Swiss National Day on the 1st of August. I was like, And he said, they sell these badges every year to raise money for charity and you can wear it on the 1st of August. That was the basic explanation. So I was like, cool, I'll buy that and ask you about it.
Mm-hmm. And you came home and said,
I
ever seen this?
I said, have you ever seen these things?
And I said, have you never seen these things?
I said, no.
How can it be?
I don't know.
Everyone knows them. They're called 1. August Abzeichen. 1. August Abzeichen.
Nice.
1st of August badge. And I knew them since I'm a child, since forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to sell them because you can buy them on several places. Most popular is the post office. And volunteers also sell them sometimes. To be honest, I'm not sure if it's the same today, but when I was a child, you got like a badge. It's like a cardboard foldy thing, like A4 maybe size. And I think there were 40 in it. And when you sold all the 40, then you got 5 francs.
In total?
Well, each badge costs, I think, 5 francs.
Sorry, each badge?
Yes.
Each badge, costs 5 francs, exactly.
I think, and it also used to cost 5 francs.
Ah.
And when you sold all of them, you brought the money back,
Mm-hmm.
and they gave you 5 francs as a reward.
Oh, that's cute.
So that's a good thing as a child to do. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
And earned lots of money with it.
That's funny.
Yes. I remember that I sold once lots and lots and had lots of money. I in my head, it was 100 francs or something. So I probably sold the batches to most of Adelboden, most of the village where I came from. And then my father said, you can spend the money, seeing as you earned it, you can spend it on whatever you want. Ooh. And my mom said, not sure that's a good idea, because I must have been 6 or 7.
Uh-huh.
And then my dad said, yes, he can, because he earned the money. Mm-hmm. And I straight went to the village and spent all the money on fireworks.
What? Oh my God, amazing.
My mom loved it.
I'm sure she did. That's cool.
Yeah, anyway, but yeah, it's a good thing for children to sell. And it's very, well, first of all, it's called Pro Patria, right?
Exactly, the charity that it supports.
Yeah, and it's for cultural heritage projects. They support
renovation,
preservation of monuments and traditional things.
Because my other question that I came home with was, is it okay to wear this badge, or is that too nationalistic? Because, it's got the Swiss cross and it's got the Edelweiss flower T-shirt print. And I said, can I wear this, or are people going to look at me funny on the street?
First of all, I would say all the traditional things, flags, clothes, blowing the Alphorn. Yeah. None of these should be claimed by a political party. Mm-hmm. So you can do it however you like. I also think that in this specific case, it's more about supporting Switzerland, be part of Switzerland. It's really a tradition. That's really a traditional thing. It would never occur to me to connect it to a political statement, however it looks. And also it used to look a little bit different, a little bit more boring, I would say. And now the last years, they had a bit more exciting batches like this one this year, but they also used to make one that looked like a sign.
A hiking sign post.
A hiking sign
cool.
Or something.
These yellow signs, yeah.
Yeah. So very traditional things, or a bicycle number plate.
Yeah, these old bicycle number plates that these
we don't have them anymore, but we used to. Things like that. So it's more a collective.
A collectible.
Collectible, yes. And it's very nice, yeah. And I would say usually people, when they see it, they buy maybe one once a year, usually, especially in villages or places like that. And they have it, they wear it before coming up to August, sometimes a little bit after still. They have it on their rucksack or something. And it's that they can show, I'm part of it. I'm Swiss, part of Switzerland, something like that. And B, that people can see, they already got one, so I don't need to sell one to them anymore.
True, okay.
Yeah, because especially in a village, for example, when I used to sell them, I went from place to place, and often they had it next to the counter. They had one to show, we already bought one. You don't need to ask again.
I see. Oh, that's super interesting.
Yeah, so it's I would say it's a very good thing also to buy as a tourist. It has nothing to do with being Swiss. It's just, a nice thing.
Great.
Nothing spectacular, but very, very, very traditional.
Good. I'm glad I found it.
And the other thing I forgot to say, I only saw them when I looked it up, and I saw that it's since 100 years, 102 years, they are sold every year.
Wow.
So it is a traditional thing. In case you want specifically go and find one, you definitely will find one at the post office, at any post office.
Got it.
Cool. Any more questions about the 1 August Abzeichen?
No, I don't think so.
Are you going to wear it then?
I might put it on my rucksack, maybe. Otherwise, I have to take it on and off every day, won't I? And then it can sort of flap in the wind.
I would say, especially if you go hiking, you should wear one.
Great,
as soon as you go hiking, then people wear them on their rucksack. Say, yes, I'm a traditional person. You know, in a good way.
I support traditions in a good way.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, absolutely.
That. That's
right. It's time to move on to learning Swiss German with Swiss and chips. And the word today is Tönder.
Does that mean thunder?
Well, first you have to find out what it is. A Tönder.
Oh, it's a noun.
Yes.
A Tönder.
Besides my
your childhood toy?
Yes, my childhood toy.
I'm aware of that, and I'm wondering if the two things are connected. I thought that it meant thunder.
Well, I didn't speak English at the time when I was 3.
Right.
Right. I'll explain.
Yes, please do, because I'm lost here.
It is. Now I don't know the word. It's a type of firework.
Oh.
It's a big, relatively big thing. When I was a child, you could buy them in a box of 10, and they were quite expensive, something like 10 francs at the time.
Per item, okay.
No, for the 10.
Right, yeah.
And they make just a big bang.
Firecracker. Do you throw them at the ground?
No, they were proper, like the size of
approximately 8 centimeters in height.
I show it to Joe so no one will know.
Oh my goodness!
Like a. How does it look? I'll put the photo in the show notes.
Yes,
let's do it like this.
That would be nice.
To you, I can just show. It's roughly like that size and a bit and round.
Yeah,
and
it just bangs.
Well, you light it.
Yeah,
and then it makes like this sound. Listen carefully. It goes up high and then it makes a big bang. And people use it, well, nice people, nice children, they use it just for the big bang.
Yeah.
Naughty children use it to explode things.
Oh.
So,
you know what? I didn't train in explosives, unlike some people in this conversation. So my knowledge of fireworks is somewhat limited.
No, but I mean, you could throw it into a big bucket or something. And then it,
like in Home Alone.
Yeah. Yes, but it's it's proper. Yeah, it's bigger and louder.
You know what? I don't know. Some kind of firework.
Anyway, very long story. I'll put it's just a type of firework that makes a big bang, and I'll put a photo in the show notes. Maybe I'll find a video
even better
for the sound effects, so people can compare.
We'd love that, yeah.
And then and we called them Tönder. And only later I found out probably it means thunder.
Right.
There you go.
In Swiss German.
Tönder, yes. I will have to double check what's the naming on top of it. Probably it's thunder, and that's why we called them Tönder.
Literally, I was like, never going to get this right, but simultaneously kind of get it right.
Is anyone still following? Are you still following what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's a type of firework. Very long story. We talked about this for, I think, 5 minutes.
Needs to be done.
But
because there'll also be fireworks on the 1st of August. Yes, so FYI.
Yes. Important thing to learn. Yeah. It's this type of firework you will hear very often. Cool.
Good. So enjoy that.
Yes. And then the next thing.
If you like fireworks, and if you don't, sorry about that. It's going to be a loud time.
It's less and less because of animals and things. Yeah.
Environmental concerns, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Next to the listener poll, seeing as we record this only a few days after our last episode, it's going to come out 3 weeks later, probably, hopefully. But we recorded only just after publishing our last episode. We don't really have a new one. So the last time we asked, please send us the one thing that you would change about Switzerland. And the ballots are still open.
Yes.
So send us your message, either as a text message, an audio message. The phone number I'll put in the show notes, or we will put in the show notes, or send it as an email to hello@swissandchips.com. You can write one sentence, nothing more is needed.
Yes.
You can also write more.
That's true. And thank you to Kathy, who already wrote, but we'll talk about it when we do our next episode.
Stephen as well.
Yes, we love your messages. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And that was it for today. Don't forget to go and on our website, which is called swissandchips.com. And as we said, write to us. What would you change? Be queen or king of Switzerland for one email.
Nice.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.